Hello, everyone. Chris Reynolds again here at Gospa Missions and Abode for Children. I'm up here at the mission and I've been working with Jessica on trying to revamp our internal database for Abode for Children. 3 years ago when we started this, when I came back, we got a new online system, we got new internal systems, and you walk through troubles and turmoil each day. And for the first couple of years, we really concentrated on trying to get Gospa in the store and all the products and being able to sell them online. And, of course, we had a COVID hit and we had to get everything up in a matter of a week or two. And it was crazy. But we're now at a point where we really need to get Abode for Children into the system. We have a great system that has the ability to track all the payments and the children, the sponsorships and what's going on. And we weren't utilizing the tools that God gave us. And so, do we utilize our tools that God gives us? Or do we just put them on the shelf and say, I don't have time for that? And that's kind of what happened. Nobody really wanted to take it on, and I didn't force the issue. And I'll own it, as the leader and the head. I should have really, pushed us to get into this new system years ago. But can't go back and change the past. All we can do is look to the future. But as we go through our days, do we utilize the gifts that God gives us? Do we utilize, it might be a physical gift. It might be, the ability to fund our junior college. It might be the ability to fund, sponsoring a child, or, helping in another way, or just helping Gospa Missions. What are your gifts? It might be that you can go out and help your neighbor or help a church. What are your gifts? Are you using the gifts that God has given you? And I'm trying to use the gifts that God has given me, the best that I can, but also the gift of these programs that we have to try to make our lives a little bit easier and be able to do more with less. Because, all businesses, they're struggling out there, and we got to be able to do more with less. But do we push off the gifts that God has given us? I want to thank everybody that has given to the girls' junior college. We do have to, raise the next $120,000 for phase 2 by the end of August, beginning of September. So I'm praying that God gives us that gift. We need it. If these girls are going to be given a chance, I think we have 10 or 11 girls graduating this year that will have nowhere to go next year. And the 10 that graduated this past year had nowhere to go this year. So we want to go back to those girls that have left in the last couple of years and help them move on in their studies and maybe give them a little bit better of a life than, being sold off into marriage or working in the fields or, and that's not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, the bad thing about being sold off into marriage, but as far as, working in the fields, I mean, everybody is called to blossom where they're planted, but they ought to have choices. And, God gives us the ability to be able to provide for these children that education, and that'll help them have a choice on what they do. So God bless you all. Don't forget to use the gifts that God has given you, whether it be in a computer program, computers, or whatever it might be. Maybe it's your love for your neighbor. That's a gift that God has given you. Use it wisely. Don't forget one thing, Jesus loves you. Have a great day.